Hello everyone, welcome to my channel GK for GC. Here today we will discuss general knowledge GK questions. Instruction. Please watch the video till end without skipping it, and a request, if you find my channel interesting, useful and informative, please like, share, subscribe it and support us. So let's start today's GK questions discussion. These questions are from Indian polity and constitution. Question number 1. Who among the following proposed the suggestion for a constituent assembly first in 1935? Option 1 Jawaharlal Nehru, option 2 Mahatma Gandhi, option 3 JP Narayan, option 4 MN Roy. The answer is option 4 MN Roy. The idea of a constituent assembly to frame India's constitution was first proposed by MN Roy in 1934. Later, the Indian National Congress officially demanded it in 1935. Question number 2. Who presided over the inaugural meeting of the Constituent Assembly of India? Option 1 Dr. Rajendra Prasad, option 2 Dr. Sachinanand Sinha, option 3 B.R. Ambedkar, option 4 Sardar Patel. The answer is option 2 Dr. Sachidanand Sinha. The first meeting of the Constituent Assembly was held on 9 December 1946 and Dr. Sachidanand Sinha was appointed as the temporary chairman. Question number 3. Which act passed by the British Parliament to address the shortcomings of the Regulating Act of 1773 is also known as the East India Company Act 1784? Option 1 Regulating Act 1773, option 2 Indian Councils Act 1861, option 3 Pitt's India Act, option 4 Government of India Act 1858. The answer is option 3 Pitt's India Act. Pitt's India Act of 1784 was passed to rectify defects in the Regulating Act of 1773. It established dual control of the British government and the East India Company over Indian administration. Question number 4. Who was appointed as the Assembly's constitutional advisor in 1946 during the framing of the Indian Constitution? Option 1 B.N. Rao, option 2 B.R. Ambedkar, option 3 Gopalaswamy Iyengar, option 4 M.N. Munshi. The answer is option 1 B.N. Rao. B.N. Rao was the constitutional advisor to the Constituent Assembly. He played a key role in drafting the initial structure of the Indian Constitution. Question number 5. Which part of the Indian Constitution contains the provisions of the Union Territories? Option 1 Part 8, option 2 Part 7, option 3 Part 9, option 4 Part 9b. The answer is option 1 Part 8. Part 8 of the Constitution of India deals with Union Territories. Question number 6. The princely state of Hyderabad was brought under the Indian Union in the year option 1 1953, option 2 1952, option 3 1948, option 4 1950. The answer is option 3 1948. The princely state of Hyderabad was annexed to India through Operation Polo in September 1948. Question number 7. Part 15 of the Constitution of India deals with option 1 official languages, option 2 amendment of the Constitution, option 3 emergency provisions, option 4 elections. The answer is option 4 elections. Part 15 of the Indian Constitution is dedicated to election related provisions. Question number 8. The polity of a country is designed according to its dash, and any change to the polity is possible only when an amendment is made. Option 1 Constitution, option 2 People, option 3 Government, option 4 Preamble. The answer is option 1, Constitution. The Constitution defines the structure of the polity and any changes require constitutional amendments. Question number 9. G.V. Mavalankar was the chairman of the dash of the Constituent Assembly of India. Option 1, Advisory Committee on Fundamental Rights, Minorities and Tribal and Excluded Areas. Option 2, Committee on the Functions of the Assembly. Option 3, Order of Business Committee. Option 4, Ad hoc Committee on the National Flag. The answer is option 3, Order of Business Committee. G.V. Mavalankar was the chairman of the Order of Business Committee, which managed the Constituent Assembly's procedures. Question number 11. Question number 10. Who among the following became a part of the Constituent Assembly from the Madras constituency in 1946? Option 1, Ammu Swaminathan. Option 2, Hansa Jivaraj Mehta. Option 3, Kamla Chaudhary. Option 4, Begum Azaz Rasool. The answer is option 1, Ammu Swaminathan. Ammu Swaminathan was elected to the Constituent Assembly from Madras in 1946. Question number 11. The opening words of the preamble of the Constitution of India are borrowed from the Constitution of option 1, United States of America. Option 2, Union of Soviet Socialist Republics. Option 3, France. Option 4, Ireland. The answer is option 1, United States of America. The phrase "We the people of India" in the preamble is inspired from the US Constitution. Question number 12. How much time was taken to frame the Constitution of India? Option 1, 3 years, 6 months and 23 days. Option 2, 2 years, 11 months and 17 days. Option 3, 4 years, 3 months and 29 days. Option 4, 1 year, 10 months and 15 days. The answer is option 2, 2 years, 11 months and 17 days. The Indian Constitution was framed in this duration from 9 December 1946 to 26 November 1949. Question number 13. Which part of the Indian Constitution is known as the Magna Carta of India? Option 1, Part 3. Option 2, Part 2. Option 3, Part 6. Option 4, Part 4. The answer is option 1, Part 3. The Part 3, which deals with fundamental rights, is called the Magna Carta of India because it ensures individual liberties. Question number 14. Every law enacted by the government has to be in conformity with the option 1, fundamental rights. Option 2, directive principles. Option 3, constitution. Option 4, preamble. The answer is option 3, constitution. All laws must comply with the Indian Constitution, which is the supreme legal document. Question number 15. The original text of the Indian Constitution contain dash articles. Option 1, 376. Option 2, 395. Option 3, 386. Option 4, 440. The answer is option 2, 395. The original Indian Constitution had 395 articles divided into 22 parts and 8 schedules. Question number 16. Which part of the Constitution of India consists of the idea of a welfare state? Option 1, directive principles of state policy. Option 2, fundamental duties. Option 3, fundamental rights. Option 4, preamble. The answer is option 1, directive principles of state policy. Directive principles of state policies part 4 contain provisions guiding the state to establish a welfare state. Question number 17. Which part of the Constitution of India provides for freedom of trade and commerce within the country? Option 1, 20. Option 2, 10. Option 3, 15. Option 4, 13. The answer is option 4, 13. Part 13 deals with trade, commerce and intercourse within the country. Question number 18. In which year was the Child Marriage Restraint Act passed in India? Option 1 1929, option 2 1931, option 3 1935, option 4 1933. The answer is option 1 1929. The Child Marriage Restraint Act, also known as the Sarda Act, was passed in 1929 to prohibit child marriages. So thank you everyone. Like, share and subscribe GK for GC.